Hi, it's Derek Jones with Jones Machine Works, and today I'm here to show you how to make this, a handy little phone cradle using Fusion 360 and a 3D printer. This is a simple tutorial. It's going to show you how to use lines, how to extrude, how to use fillets, how to trim, how to erase errors, and how to export with an STL to your printer. Specifically, I'm using an XYZ printer, but any printer will use a standard STL file. So without a further ado, let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we want to sketch a line. And we're going to select the top plane looking down, and I'm going to drag this out to 4 inches. There's my first line. And then I'm going to drag this line to 5 inches. The next line I'm going to bring down at a 31 degree angle. As close to a 31 degree angle as I can get. And then I'm going to give myself a little 1/2 inch lip at a 90 degree angle off of that. So all I have is this handy little triangle. So now what I want to do is I want to go to Sketch, Offset. I'm going to click these lines and this line. I'm going to drag them in to -0.250. And that gives me a copy at the correct angle. And I want to drag a line. And I'm going to drag a line there to there and there to there. Basically closing my model. If we look at this for an angle, here you have it. So now the simple thing I want to do is I want to go to Create, Extrude. I'm going to click on my drawing. And we're going to take it to 3.5 inches. Now, if we look at this, we could be done right here, okay? But it's a little long, so I'm going to edit just a little bit. I'm going to push and pull this edge. I'm going to drag it in just a little bit. I'm going to cut it a 1/2 inch. That's an extrude, or I used modify press pull, and I shortened it up, and I'm much happier with that. It's more aesthetic. Okay, we could be done right here, but we're not. We're going to make this a little bit more fancy. So what I want to do now is I want to fillet some of these angles to make it a little softer. So I'm going to select fillet. I'm going to click on this line. And you can select multiple lines. That's what's really great here. The back line, and this line, that line. I'm just going to say 0.250. Oh, it looks like I got a different edge I didn't want. So let's cancel. We'll do that again. Modify fillet. Looks like I hit that outside edge. So let's go from this angle. We'll do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. We didn't grab. All right, so now we have softened the edges. We've left a nice 90 for the phone to lay on. Now, I want a place that I can put my cord through where it won't be an issue. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, I'm going to go to Sketch, Rectangle, Center Rectangle, and I'm going to click on the back of my cradle. So if I put my line, it will find the center for me. So it snaps to my center. I'm going to click there. Okay, and I'm going to put a box. Then I'm going to go to Modify Press Pull. I'm going to select all 3 of these. Now, if I drag it through the model, it will cut. Boom. There is a cut now in my model. And I want a place for the cord to come through here as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on Sketch, Rectangle, to Center Rectangle. I'm going to click on this plane, and it'll snap to the center again. And I'm just going to draw the same size box. And then I'm going to go to Modify, Press Pull. I'm going to rotate using this cube. Boom, boom, and drag it through the model. And that gives us a place for our cord to plug into our phone. And that's really how fast Fusion 360 is. This is just a very simple idea to product in seconds. And once you use it a little bit, you'll get really, really fast at it. So now what I need to do is I need to save it. And I'll save it as phone cradle 2, because I've already done this before. So I'm going to save it in jewelry. I don't know why, but I will. Now what I want to do is I want to export this to my printer. So I'm going to right-click on it, save as an STL. I want to save it as a binary STL, and I want the refinement to be high. Okay? And I'm going to hit OK. Now, you can pick the folder you want to save it. I assume you know how to do that. I have an STL folder on my desktop. It's going to be phone cradle 2. I'm going to hit save. Now, if I want to, what I can do now is I can import the phone cradle 2. I'm going to import it. I'm using XYZ, but any slicer is going to be similar. Import in inches. And what I have now is I have my cradle in my slicer. And I'm going to rotate it. I want it on its side. So I'm going to go to 90. Oh, that's the wrong one. I better rotate it on the x-axis. 90. Now it's on its side. Okay. And I've got a little bit, I'm using ABS, so I found I have a little bit of shrinkage. So I'm going to hit scale up, import in inches. I had to reset, and I'm going to say 101. Should absorb some of the shrinkage. All right, now what I want to do is I want to hit my print settings. And I can look at my printer, and I'm going to do it on a DaVinci 10 Pro 3-in-1. 225 at 90 degrees on the bed. I would like hotter, but that's as hot as my bed goes. General. And it's going to be infills 20%. Reticular. I actually like honeycomb better, but this is fine. I'll select my speeds. Supports, low. I'm going to use a brim. And then I would hit print. And you would end up with one of these if you're using this printer. If not, you would have a few different steps. But that's really how fast and easy a Fusion 360 product is. It is probably the best free software I've ever ran into, and has completely replaced even a bunch of paid softwares that I have gone after. So thanks for watching. This channel is going to have a lot more tutorials on 3D printing, machining, easel, lathes, mills, CNC stuff. We are going to get crazy here. So I moved over from Jones. And we'll see you next time. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. It helps me a ton. Thank you.